Good morning, one and all. My name is Grishma, lecturer in English. So today I am going to teach you a poem, When You Are Old by W.B. Yeats. So W.B. Yeats, William Butler Yeats, lived from 1865 to 1939. So he was born in Dublin, which is the capital of Ireland. Basically, he is from Ireland. So he was an Irish poet. He was one of the most renowned poet of the 20th century literature and also played a great role in the field of English literature. Then he also contributed a plethora of work to the society. So before beginning the poem, once I'll just go through about the author. William Butler Yeats lived from, as I told you before, 1865 to 1939. He is an Irish poet and one of the foremost figures of the 20th century literature. His early poetry is a part of the Celtic Twilight or the Irish literary revival, and it uses the history, myths and heroic figures of Ireland. Yeats wrote plays, was one of the founders of the Abbey Theatre in Dublin and was witness to the revolutionary politics in Ireland. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1923. So he was awarded Nobel Prize for Literature in 1923. Later, under the influence of Ezra Pound, he began to write modernist poetry. He is one among the great love poets of the world. So here W.B. Yeats was one of the great love poets of the world. So the poem, When You Are Old, is also a true love story or true love poem of W.B. Yeats. So W.B. Yeats was in love with a woman and her name has not mentioned in this poem. So he was very deeply in love with her and he was ready to face whatever the obstacles come in front of him in order to win his love. But this love story was only one-way love story, not two-way. William Butler Yeats was in love with the woman, but in return she did not love him. So you just assume that if a person or things or whatever it may be, before when that person was there with us, we did not pay much attention or we did not give much importance or we did not value for that person. But until when we loses that person, then only we come to know what is the exact value of that person and how much he was important to us in our life. So even this poem is also based on such scenario. Okay. So in this love poem, the speaker, who is the lover, speaker means here W.B. Yeats, imagines his beloved in the future when she is old and reading the book of poems he is now writing. So in this poem, W.B. Yeats is writing the poem in the present, but he wants his beloved to read this poem in the future when she gets old. During that time, she wants to read this poem. While reading the book, she will remember the past, her youthful beauty, and many who admired her. Okay? While the others loved her physical beauty and grace, only he loved her soul and her soul's search for something meaningful. However, she will also feel sad that love has also vanished. So I hope you all understood about this. This poem is about W.B. Yeats has written based for her woman who he loved a lot. So once I'll just go through about the poem. So I'll just start to read the poem, okay? So When You're Old by W.B. Yeats. When you're old and grey and full of sleep and nodding by the fire, take down this book and slowly read and dream of the soft look your eyes had once, and of their shadows deep. How many loved your moments of glad grace and loved your beauty with love false or true? But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you and loved the sorrows of your changing face. And bending down beside the glowing bars, murmur a little sadly how love felt and paced upon the mountains overhead, and hid his face amid a crowd of stars. So this is about the poem which W.B. Yeats has written for her beloved, for his beloved. So see, in this poem, the poet is upset with the women for not committing to his love. So he writes a cautionary story to warn her of how a future would be without him, how sad a future would be without him. In a way, we could say that it's quite a bitter poem, but in other ways, it does also explore the nature of true and everlasting love. So the poem was published in the Rose in 1893, and the major themes of the poem are pure love and emotion. So before beginning to explain about the poem, I'll just tell you about some background of the poem. So here, W.B. Yeats was in love with a woman called Maud Gonne. He was in love with a woman called Maud Gonne. Here, W.B. Yeats is also from Ireland, and this lady is also from an Irish lady. Okay, so here she was young, very good-looking, gorgeous young lady, and she was fond of reading many books and also many poems of great legends. During that time, she was striped to a name of young good-looking gentleman, that is none other than W.B. Yeats. Gradually, she became a great admirer of W.B. Yeats. Okay, then very soon they both became very close to each other, and their friendship also developed very well. Even she started to criticize his work, like you could have written like this, or you could have changed this sentence. So their friendship was grown into that level. So even one thing what W.B. Yeats liked in her was she was very bold and outspoken person. She had so interest in many different things, and due to her gorgeous beauty, there were many men and boys who were behind us. So maybe because of true love or by seeing only her physical beauty. So W.B. Yeats also started to love her, and he proposed her for the first time in 1891, but from her side she rejected him by telling that she did not have any such feelings towards him, but she was only a great admirer of W.B. Yeats. So W.B. Yeats became totally disappointed. So again, after 2 years, he proposed her one more time. So this proposal went for 3 times. He did 3 times. All the times she was rejected him. Then, at these circumstances, he made up his mind to write a poem, that is When You Are Old by W.B. Yeats. So I will just explain the poem. So in the first line, when you are old and grey and full of sleep. So as I told you before, this poem is writing in the present, but he wants his beloved to read this poem in the future when she gets old. Okay. So when you are old means when his beloved is old and grey and full of sleep. As you all know, the old people, they won't be so active like youngsters. They will be like complete tired like that. So even though at least if they are not sleeping, simply they will be lying on the bed. So when you are old and grey and full of sleep and nodding by the fire. Nodding by the fire means, see, in European countries the climate will be so cold and it's freezing there. For that reason, in this generation, in order to maintain some room temperature or in order to be some warm, how we will use coolers during summer season here, like that only they will use heaters in order to maintain the room temperature. But in the olden days, they don't have, there is not there any such facilities, or the technology is also not improved yet. For that reason, they used to burn some fire or burn some woods or fire some woods in order to maintain some room temperature, in order to get some warmth. So in the next line, and nodding by the fire. Nodding by the fire means she by sitting in a easy chair in front of the fire. Nodding means the old people will they shake their heads, right? That is what they have given here. at that time, just take down this book and slowly read and dream of the soft look your eyes had once. So at that time, you just take down this book and start to read it slowly, and just remember your past, just recollect your past memories, that how good looking and young you were, and your eyes are there, you had a very beautiful eyes and you were looking very beautiful at that time. And then he is telling, in next stanza he is telling, how many loved your moments of glad grace? There are many people who loved because of her gorgeous beauty, and he is asking that many of them have loved her because of glad grace, very beautiful grace, and loved your beauty with love false or true, and loved her, maybe it's true or false, what he is telling, like maybe they loved her very sincerely or by seeing only by physical beauty. And but only one man loved the pilgrim soul in you, but only pilgrim means holy, okay? So one man loved the pilgrim soul in you means that W.B. Yeats loved not her beauty but by seeing her soul, and loved the sorrows of your changing face. See, the people when they get old, their skin started to get wrinkles, and the skin also will be like loosened skin. It won't be so tight. We won't look so good looking, or won't look so beautiful like teenage students or teenage people. So that is what it is telling. What this W.B. is also telling, like when the old people, when they get so and love the sorrows of your love changing face. So when the people get old, automatically their skin also becomes so dull, their beauty is also going to fade, isn't it? So that is what he is telling. Even when the people, when they get old, they will, by seeing their face in the mirror, they will be thinking, oh, how good looking I was when I was in teenage and all. So even he is ready to love her when her beauty is also fading, is definitely is going to love her because he loved her soul, not a physical beauty. Okay, so by reading all his poems, this beloved wants to regret and repent for her mistake, that she has done a great mistake in her life, that she lost a person who loved her so deeply, more than anyone in this world. Okay, so in the last stanza he is telling, and bending down beside the glowing bars, and bending down beside the glowing bars means the glowing coals, the fire has, they have fired the wood there, right, for to get a room temperature. So for that reason, by bending there and murmur a little sadly, how love fled, and she will be getting so sad. She is thinking she has done a very great mistake in her life. For that reason, he just murmurs very sadly, and paced upon the mountains overhead, and hid his face amid the crowd of stars. So in these last two lines, they have personified, in the last two lines, love has personified here. So personification means it's a figure of speech which they give lives to some objects, non-living objects or things. Okay. So in these last two lines, there is two meanings in this last line. That is, and paced upon the mountain's head means moved upon the mountain's head and hid his face over a crowd of stars, means maybe after regretting or repenting, she feels that she wants to approach to him, or even she feels that she wants to meet him. Definitely it's not so easy and not possible also. Here what they have given, the two meaning is like, maybe W.B. Yeats might have died or is no more now, and also he has gone very far away from her, means now there is a lot of gap between them. So now there is not their love in him towards her. That is what in this last line. So this is all about the poem. So at the same time, here the time frame has also mentioned very beautifully in this poem by W.B. Yeats. In the beginning, when you are old and grey, so this is about the future. The W.B. Yeats writing the poem in the present, but he is telling about the future times it is. And also then again he is telling, like and dream about your soft look your eyes had once means it is like in the present tense. He has given in the present tense. And again for the past tense, like you just remember and you just recollect there are many and loved your beauty with love false or true. There are many people who loved you by seeing your beauty, or it may be true or false, so that they have given in the past tense. Again in the future tense, and murmur a little sadly how love has fled. So in this poem, W.B. Yeats has given a very, they have formed a very proper time frame. So this is all about the poem When You're Old by W.B. Yeats. I think you all understood about the poem. Thank you.